Okay, London session done. In London, I trade DE30, UK 100, gold, oil, and NAS, as well as the London Forex pairs. As always, I go through all my Forex pairs and mark off the signal days based off of higher time frame trends. I look at the monthly, weekly, and daily breakout levels, as well as the previous month and week high and lows. And I look for breakout days and fake out days that are going in the direction of a trend. So once I mark off all those pairs that fit my criteria, I put them all in one window, and I look to reduce the pairs based off the rules that I have for a trend retracement setup. For Forex, I only trade the trend retracement setup. I'm able to trade all my setups, but because I trade all three sessions, I'm only trading one setup on Forex. So coming into my session at 2 p.m., that's London Open in Jakarta. I can already see that a lot of these are already invalid, broke above previous day high, broke above previous day high already. And the GBP pairs, there was some news on it, so I don't want to counter trade some move like this. The next bar almost always creates a inside bar, which extends a range, and so I'm not interested to trade when price action is like this. So did not have any trades on GBP pairs, which left me with only EuroCAD and Euro USD. I liked both of these setups. Coming into London, triggered the previous H4 low over here. I prefer the H8, which is down here, but I'm still fine trading the H4 as well. I just think if it triggers the H8, that's a triple A trade for me. Triggers H4, that's a double A trade for me. This one did not trigger anything, did not trigger the H4 low or the H8 low. So it was easy for me to just focus on Euro USD. Only issue is since I'm only trading my one setup on Forex, I require it to be at the peak of the day, low of the day in this case, and it was not at the low of the day. So I did not trade this setup. Moved nicely, but this isn't the setup that I was looking for. And so I skipped Forex pairs and just focused on the indices as well as gold. GBP, as I said, had news, so it created a giant range here. So I wasn't interested in trading GBP, so I focused just on DE30. So DE30 coming into the session had at 2 p.m. Broke above previous day high. We broke above previous week high, but we're below the week breakout level. Daily and monthly breakout level is pointing up. So I'm would ideally be trading low of the day buy setups. However, since we're at the top, I could see myself taking a breakout reversal setup, especially since we are below the week breakout low. And we're faking out the previous day high as well as faking out the previous H8 high. So my bias was to take it up, but at the session open itself, my setup was to take it down. So we're above previous week high. That's a breakout. And then we're faking out the previous day high. So when that happens, we've had a breakout high, faking out previous high. That's a breakout reversal for me. So I was looking for a breakout reversal or a breakout setup if we stay above the H8. So 2 p.m., this purple line is the H8 level. I'm looking at this. London opens down. I'm looking for a fake out of a higher time frame high to take it down, or a fake out of a higher time frame low to take it up. In this case, faked out the previous H1 high right here. So this gave me some ideas that I could probably take this as a breakout reversal trade, but I needed it to stay under the previous H8 high. So once price came down and stayed under the previous, gave me a breakout bar below the previous H8 high. These yellow bars are breakout bars. I entered stop loss high of the day and was targeting the day breakout high. about 2R. Price came all the way down, faked out the previous H8 low, and really close to my level. So I'm not going to risk all this profit that I made on this move um, just to get this little bit. So when this happens, I just exit. Don't need to risk taking a break-even trade or anything like that. So I exited around here. So took about one and a half R from this, and then so now I have a low of the day buy, which is a setup that I wanted since we're above the H8 breakout level, we're above the daily breakout high, and we've just faked out the H8 low. So waited for my setup. Here's this green line here is the previous H1 low. Uh, Broke below that, came right back up, and I entered here, stop loss low of the day, and I took partials once it got right back up to the high of the day, about another 1.5 R on this, and now I'm just trailing my runners. I did not take partials going down because the setups that I wanted were bullish setups based on the higher time frame breakout levels. I would rather trail runners with higher time frame confluence. Um, yeah. So those were the two trades that I took. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to be trailing my runners exactly like my NAS trade yesterday, which uh, for like a breakout setup. So this is a breakout now. Previous day high breakout, previous H8 high breakout. So right now the DE30 is in a breakout cycle. My TP for that is M15 high reversal. So I'm basically waiting for an M15 bearish breakout bar to exit my position. I'll be trailing my stops on this. I think there's news later in New York, some big news. So I wouldn't be surprised if this just stays where it is. In that case, I would exit closer to news. But yeah, that's it. So two trades on that. I prefer to trade NAS in New York, so I didn't really look at this. Gold, I'm kind of kicking myself on gold because so in Asia, I took this sell setup down here, but I did not see that it triggered the previous day low um, above the day breakout level. And that was the first time that it did that. So we broke above the day breakout high. When we break above a breakout high and we fake out a previous low, it becomes a breakout continuation. So gold is in a breakout continuation cycle. This would have been an easy trade. That's a two-star straight trade for me. Would have been an easy trade to take this one all the way back up to the previous day high, but I did not see that in real time. So yeah, so one of the things that I always try to do in my trading is I don't do any analysis before my session, and that's so I don't have any set bias going into the day. I really just look for momentum, higher time frame momentum. That's all I'm trading. I don't look at anything else, just higher time frame momentum. However, since I've been trying to take this short a couple of days in a row, it just never kept going. And then I started thinking about touches of on the previous week highs, and if the more touches, the more times it's more possible that it'll break. Those concepts like that, they don't exist in my strategy, but those were old concepts that I used to trade in different strategies. But right now, it never made sense for me. Why would a level break just because it touched three times? I always thought that was such an absurd idea. So I just removed that from my trading. But once in a while, I'll have a set bias and I'll remember these old strategies that I used to trade. Um, and so things like that would happen. But if I didn't think about that and I try my best not to think about those, concepts like that, and I just focus on momentum, I 100% would have seen this H8 low fake out, previous day low fake out above the day breakout high. That's perfect breakout continuation setup right up to the high of the week. But in London itself, there was no setups for me. Did not take anything on gold. So yeah, that's it. Took two trades, DE30, nothing on Forex, nothing on UK 100. Um, Took about 3R in total here, and I'm trailing my stops now. Waiting to see if this will break out. If it doesn't, I'll just exit before news. I think it's CPI, I think, today. And yeah, that's it.